Hello, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, DevOps with Anil. Today, we are going to talk about Docker volume. So, basically, why we need Docker volume? Because a container is not storing any data inside that container. It will always delete whenever it deleted the container instance. I'll show you with the example how it is going to delete it and what are the things going to affect. So sometimes the requirement is that we need we need the data. Suppose if your database is running on container and your database is going container is somehow your container is going to be deleted or something is happen with the container, your data should be persist. Otherwise, when you create a new container, it will not having a previous data. For the simplicity, we need data as well in our host so that we can sto- stored in a safe place persistent data. Okay, so let's jump into the console and try to check that how it is working and how it is behaving that thing with the example, each and every example. Okay, so I'm again using AWS. Let me select the EC2. Mm, So it should be not running anything inside that. My machine is stopped, so I'm going to start my machine. It should not take much time. Quickly instance start. We need to wait for this one to come up the public IP. Once the public IP is come up, we are ready to use that machine. I'm refreshing it. Yeah, it's come up. Then public IP is come. Let's connect with that. So connection process is simple. We need this public IP and putty software to connect it. Public IP, passing the auth of which I have downloaded at the time of creation of EC2 machine. So I'm passing it. Open. Username is Ubuntu. Here I need to accept it. Ubuntu. So yeah, this is created. Let me go to the root user, sudo su, clear the screen. Let me little bit increase the font. Setting, change setting, appearance, change, and let me put a 12 only, not much. Okay. Okay, let me check the Docker ps, nothing running. Docker ps -a, there is a one web. Let me delete this as well. Docker rm, and the name is web, so it is deleted. Docker ps -a, nothing is there now. Clear the screen. Okay, so our today's topic is the volume. For creating a volume, we can use there are two ways we can create the volume. Either we can use just like a docker run, we can create a docker volume command. What it will do, it will create a volume with the folder name of whatever the name we will provide. It will create for us in our host machine. It is nothing inside in the container. First thing is that we need to create the volume, And then second step is that once the volume is created, we need to mount that volume to the container at the time of running. Okay, so there are two steps. Okay, let us first do the first steps, create a volume. So how to create the volume? Docker volume, sorry, volume. Then what we are going to do? We are going to create. So create, and the volume name would be data. I'm passing the data. So just press enter. Data volume is created. It is nothing related to anything inside the container. It just created a folder in specific location. I will show you the specific location as well, but for now it is the data folder is created inside your host machine. Okay, with the empty folder. So we don't have anything inside that volume. To check that how many volumes are already created right now, first one is the data and second one data one. I'm just creating the numbers of volume. It doesn't matter how many I can create, it doesn't affect. So if I want to list down the docker volume, what is the command? Docker volume ls. It will list down the volume. If I want to delete any volume, how I can delete it? Docker volume rm, then volume name data 3. So if I do that, data 3 is deleted. Now ls again. See. So now this volume is created, but what is the exact location of this Docker volume in the host machine? So what would be the path? We need to go navigate cd. I'll show you here in the this here. Nothing is created except the previous video. I have created a config.env. That file is present. Other than that, nothing is present in this folder. Okay. So what is the location right now? I'm in /home/ubuntu. This is the home location of my user. Now where our Docker volume is created, so we need to navigate with the doc slash where lib docker, where lib docker, here ls. So here the container section, whatever the container is created on this section, here is the network section, the overlay section, and volume section. So we need to go into the volume ls. So see, our folders are there: data, data1, data2, cd, data, ls. It's just cd, ls. So nothing inside that, and path will be underscore data. The same thing we can see inside in the ls data1 cd data1 ls. So here is again directory underscore data. We need to go there. Here is also nothing. So this way volume is created. Now volume is created. What is the use of volume now in the container? Right now whatever I have tell is that the volume how to create an itself. But what is the use of in the container? Let us see now. Let me again go to that home directory of that my machine, navigate that and clear the screen. Let us run the docker command, docker run command, docker run -d. I am using this time volume hyphen 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 v and hyphen volume both will work. So I am going to use hyphen v, and then volume name is, let me put data. Data is a, see, in Docker world, whatever present on the before the colon on left side, it will be always be the host thing. So slash data is the host volume. Okay, and here I am going to use slash, I can give any name, not any name, it should be present on the container as well. If it is not present the container, then it will not going to work. So I am going to use slash, what I can pick, slash home, let me pick. Okay, whatever present inside the home, I want to mount those, it is mounting that container. If container have slash home folder, then it will mount all whatever present in the home directory of the container, it will present in the data as well. Okay, now nginx, nginx, this is the image name, nginx lats, and I'm passing the name as well. I'm not using port, but I can use port as well. I can use environment variable as well, but for now I'm not using it because I'm not going, it doesn't show in the browser, it doesn't impact for the browser, so we are ignoring that part. Let's use this. Oh, sorry, I misspelled the Docker. Okay, Docker, this is created, Docker, Docker ps, it is running. So let us check the first thing, that volume, in the volume what are the things are present. So what is the path of that? Let me again repeat you, slash var lib, sorry, Docker, then volumes, then we have mounted a data, right? So let me pick the data, and then slash underscore data, this is the path. So I'm not going to use cd command here, I'm just directly passing ls hyphen ltr, so it will navigate to show. Okay, it means that it is not showing anything, it means that in slash home in the inside the container is also nothing. How can I prove that? Let me create, how to do that, go inside the Docker, oh sorry, Docker exec hyphen it, then web, then bash, to go inside the terminal. So I am inside the terminal now. See the changes here. Here is this one, host of my VM, and this is a container host name. Okay, now let's go to the cd slash home ls. So here is nothing. If I create anything over here, it will direct copy, means it is mounted to the my base direct host path. So if I create, suppose here I have creating echo my name, sorry, I'm using wrong keyboard. My name is Anil Kumar Patel, in the file of uh, t1.txt. Okay, now I can type ls minus ltr, it is showing one file is created. So the same file is also going to created on the host machine in Docker as well. So if I exit it and going to the same path, basically ls, doing ls of that this directory, it will show you the file which is just created in the here. One more thing is that right now I have done is that I have done changes on container. It will reflect on the host machine because of the volume. The same thing I can do if I change inside, if I create a one file over host machine, another file, it will be created on the container as well. So it is a bidirectional sharing. Our path is mounted both ways. Okay, so let me create here as well echo this this is Docker volume tutorial. Okay, it need to be created on this path, then t2.txt. Why I am using whole path? Because I am right now in home/ubuntu. I need to create in this path because the volume is maintained over here. Okay, so let me press enter. Now let me cat this file. Is it the same as the one? Yeah. And also I didn't show you what is present on the t1 dot that in host, so it is the same. So we can see this same this t2.txt in container as well. To verify that, let's inside the container. This is the command docker exec it web bash. Okay, so we are inside the container now. cd/home ls-ltr. So here see t2.txt is also created. If I cat this t2.txt, it is same. Okay, this is the one way to create volume and all everything. First create the volume, then mount that volume into the at the time of running. But there is another way to create volume as well as use the mounting at the time of creating a container. So let's do that as well. Let me clear the screen. So here let me create docker run -d -v. So let me create xyz volume. I haven't created a xyz volume. If you want me to show, let me show you first. Docker volume list, not list, ls. So here volume, what is the volume name? Data1, data1, data2. Okay, but right now what I am trying to do here is that I am going to use docker run -d -v volume xyz colon. Again I am passing the /home. It will be new container. See the difference. My previous container is still running, but I cannot share the path with the this container, whichever I'm going to create now. It is not the same container, and my file is created over there. It is not going to be used over here because it is going to be created, and the volume data is different. Volume path is different here, xyz. Okay, so here /home and -name. I will putting xyz only for simplicity, and then nginx. Okay, it is created. Docker ps, so both are running xyz. Now docker volume ls. So see here xyz. So again, if I want to check ls hyphen ltr slash var lib docker volume and then xyz, then underscore data. See, here is nothing. It is created, but it is having nothing. So if I create anything, it will create inside the Docker container itself. So how I can do that? Let me do again the same way. Cd, sorry, echo. It is a simple way to create a file in the Linux or Ubuntu. This is my 6th video for Docker. Okay, I'm going to select the same path and the file is t3.txt. Okay, that's it. Now we can check inside that docker exec hyphen it, and the name of the container is xyz, and then what is the command we are going to use? Bash. So we are inside that. Now go to /home ls hyphen ltr cat t3.txt. So this is my 6th video for Docker. Okay, so this one, let me prove you. If we delete the container, we cannot if we delete the existing container which is having a data, and data is still persists, but when we mount it again, it will be use the data in the inside the container, so it can be used. So let me exit it. Let me docker ps. Let me delete this container itself. Web1 I am going to delete it. Okay, so docker rm hyphen f, because it is running I need to use the hyphen f command to delete that, and container id, so it will be deleted. Docker ps hyphen a. So here it is showing only one xyz container. Okay, but I didn't deleted the volume right now. Docker volume ls. So see, the data is present. So means if I navigate this, it will be present the data. I can see the data. Okay, so let me show you that again. Cd is not ls hyphen ltr slash var lib docker volume and then data underscore data, these two files. Let me create another container and I can show you the same container can be same volume can be mount onto the that container as well. So let me use the again the same command, only thing I will change the var. Basically nginx name would be web underscore data, so that it will be easy to identify that it is a new container and it is going to be the use the data volume in /home directory. So whatever present in the home data directory, it is going to mount that. Okay, docker exec hyphen it. Now what is the name we have created? Docker web web.data, and then bash, and we need to go /home ls hyphen ltr. Here these two files are created because we have mounted over here. Okay. Now, I hope volume is you are understand. Let me tell you one more thing in the volume section. Right now, here we are creating the volume, and it is a weird location of the volume path is that slash where slash leave slash docker, then volume, then whatever means it is the default location. But suppose you want to use custom location and you have a requirement of that, and the data volume should be go on my own location. So suppose I have own location is here. Let me create a one folder, mkdir. Folder name will be v1. I'm typing it. Okay. So ls minus ltr. So this folder is created. Now I want to mount this path to my container, so that whenever I create anything on v1, it should be mounted in the container, inside the container. So for how you can do that, again the same command, docker run -d -b. In last time you have seen that I have pass xyz, so it will pick that. Let me use sorry. Oh. If I use this way, then it will use volume docker volume xyz. It is going to be used, but I don't want to use that one. I want to use this v1. So how we can pass it like that? We need to pass either full path like slash home slash ubuntu and slash v1. Then it is going to be mount over here. Or I can directly pass like dot slash for current, from current path to that. Because I am running on this path, I can directly use dot slash, but generally it is recommended that use the full path. So I am going to use full path only, slash home slash ubuntu ubuntu slash v1. Okay. Now hyphen name v1. Let me put a v1 name of the container, and then nginx. Okay, docker ps. So this is the v1. Let us create a one file inside that v1. Text no echo testing of app custom 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 sorry testing of volume. v1, then t1 dot txt, or t4. Let me put t4 dot txt. Here I need to use dot slash because it's a root. Okay, so let me see that v1. So here t4 is created the file. It should be present on the slash home folder inside the nginx of this one v1. So docker exec hyphen it v1. Oh, I didn't put the command bash. So cd slash home ls. So this see that cat t4 testing of volume. Okay. So this is the whole volume section. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more video like this. Thank you.